Hi, I'm Joanna DeCellis, editor of Club and Resort Chef magazine. I'm here today with Andrew Maggitti, executive chef of Chartwell Country Club. Thanks for joining us today, Chef.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your club.
Our club has been around since 1961. We have approximately 530 members or families. We have approximately 10 to 12 cooks in the kitchen.
Okay.
And our food and beverage revenue is approximately $2.5 million.
Okay, so that's a pretty sizable club. How long have you been there?
I've been there just now over 5 years.
Nice. Have you been in clubs your whole career?
For the most part.
Yeah. Excellent. So you have an amazing logo that you just designed. Tell me a little bit about how you kind of took that initiative on, why you're branding yourself that way.
I felt that once I was out there on social media, and a lot of things are being done with Facebook and Instagram, and trying to just get another stream of income.
Yeah.
And people didn't know who I was, and they didn't recognize me. So I would have family members out there, and I got into the club, and the club members would start friending me on Facebook, and I started putting pictures out there, and I started putting videos out there, and I decided, why shouldn't I brand myself?
Yeah.
As I see a lot of people doing that, and it gives other chefs the opportunity to express themselves, and they're recognized for their accomplishments, and also the opportunity to see if there's a GM out there that may need help, or a restaurant that needs help. We're all kind of short-staffed with cooks nowadays.
Definitely.
And just trying to kind of go to that avenue to see how I can help somebody else out, whether it's teaching or what I'm actually capable of doing.
Very cool. How does that then help the club?
Well, what it does, it helps me to be creative. Because I get a little bit more inspired, a little bit more creativity. They allow me the flexibility to do it. I enjoy coming up with different things. The members are always looking for the next video, the next special that we're going to do, or menu items. It's also a recap for what we do on wine events.
Oh, yeah.
When other members see the videos or they see the pictures, they're like, oh, I should have went to that event.
Yeah.
And then we start selling out the events a little bit more ahead of time, because they see
like
what is
sneaky marketing.
Exactly. And clubs are kind of hard to market on the outside, but we're marketing within the club, and through the newsletter, it's good and it's okay. But a lot of people are on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and that's kind of the way to go to reach your membership.
Yeah. Are you finding a lot of members are connecting with you?
A whole lot.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Is the club okay with that, or have they established kind of rules around how that should be?
Well, the club has their own Facebook page,
Okay.
and there's some people that are out there, but I actually hit up a little bit more people when I do this. A little bit more active than what the club is, because we're not quite there yet as far as having somebody to do that full time.
Right.
And I had that opportunity to do it on my phone. I can get it done quickly.
Yeah.
The members really enjoy what we put out.
What's another way that they can engage with their chef?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about your culinary style. What kinds of things do you like to cook?
Well, I'm Italian, so I enjoy Italian cuisine. I'm in Maryland, so I do a lot of seafood. But I would say for the most part, Italian cuisine is where I venture a lot of my menus to go towards.
Yeah.
Risotto is probably something that I'm known for every time I do a risotto dish.
Yeah.
I've even done classes, risotto from start to finish in every single course.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very cool. So you mentioned you do a lot of sous vide.
Yes. At the club, we have some constraints in our kitchen, just like I'm sure every kitchen does. And I don't use that as an obstacle. So we use a sous vide machine or a circulator. We actually have 2 large industrial size, and we have 2 smaller ones that we keep up on the main line.
Okay.
And we actually have the opportunity to cook things properly and to challenge ourselves. We actually had a member that wanted an event where they wanted duck breast for approximately 180 people. Oh. And I was a little leery at first, so we did some trial and error. We did some research and development on the duck and the sous vide machine, and we actually pulled it off for the party, and members could not believe how well the duck tasted. It wasn't greasy, it was cooked perfectly, and they enjoyed it.
Did it streamline the back of house since you weren't
Correct. It helped out with that as well. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, we have some small constraints and problems in the kitchen, and it helps us to execute it a little bit better.
Now your club's doing some renovations currently.
We are doing some renovations.
Yeah.
Of course, we're a golf and country club, so golf always comes first.
Always.
So they blew up the golf greens and the course, which is going to bring more members out, more revenue to the food and beverage operation. And we are doing some small renovations in the kitchen, some upgrades on equipment, and then down the line, hopefully, we'll do a major project in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like a banquet
like tear
kitchen.
down and rebuild, or what kind of major
I think
project?
more just adding another hood system
Okay.
to our banquet kitchen, and maybe even opening up a bakery type aspect as
cool.
well.
Do you have a dedicated pastry chef?
Not as of right now.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
So that's on the wish list.
Exactly.
Very cool. So you've come, is this your first year at Chef to Chef?
Actually, this is my second year. I
Okay.
was in Atlanta 2
Okay.
years ago.
So why are you here? What are you hoping to get out of this conference?
It's always great to see chefs from around the country, and to get their perspective on what's going right and wrong in their club and what works for them.
Yeah.
You know, I've traveled around a little bit in my career. I was in Ohio, I was in Houston, Texas, and Atlanta, and in Baltimore, of course. So it's nice to kind of come together with some of the chefs I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And through social media, it's good, but you know, you get the chef out on his own, in his own environment, and we can sit down and talk and, you know, just see how things are and catch up.
Very cool. So what is your favorite kitchen hack?
Actually, I have a couple of them. One that I always get out on the internet, which is another thing a lot of members ask me, is they might be making a beef stew or they might make a soup and it's too salty. So what I do is I tell them to take like an Idaho potato and peel it, cut it in quarters, and actually dip it into the sauce or into the stew, and let it cook, but cook to the point where it's not actually falling apart. So the potato will absorb the salt.
Ah.
So that helps them with that as well.
Yeah.
So, and then the other one is, because I'm Italian, I do a lot of chopping of garlic by hand. I actually run just a little bit of water over my knife as I chop the garlic, and the water and the oil allows the garlic to slip off the knife a little bit better.
Nice. That's pretty smart. I like it. So let's talk about what's inside your fridge at home. What are 3 ingredients that are always in your fridge?
Garlic.
Yep.
Fresh lemons are always in my refrigerator, and actually applewood smoked bacon, Newski's applewood smoked bacon.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Chef. I really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
For more interviews like this, check out our website, www.clubandresortchef.com.